SS1 first term mathematics scheme of work. This is the scheme of work, as you can see here. This is the scheme of work. Let me scroll gently. This is the scheme from the beginning. SS1 general mathematics first term scheme of work. Start with indices, logarithms, simple linear equations, number-based systems, modular arithmetic. Sometimes we add variation, sometimes we do variation in second term. Depending on how fast the students are, we are going to cover everything that should be covered in SS1 mathematics scheme. But let's just start with this for first term. If we get to finish it quickly, we can add variation to it somewhere around here. We can add variation to it somewhere around here. Let's see. So we start with indices. An index is a number or letter written as a subscript on another number or letter. As you can see here, all these characters here, 3, 6, 2, 4, U minus V, are all indices. These characters are indices. They are written as, superscript. I said subscript, it should be superscript. They are written as superscripts on letters or sometimes numbers. So that's what we refer to as indices. The singular is index, plural indices. Sometimes indices are also called, an index can also be referred to as a power, and or an exponent. An index can also be called a power or an exponent. So let's look at a related exercise on indices. Here, exercise 4.1. Indices sometimes, when treating indices sometimes, we start treating indices by, looking at a few questions on standard form and co first. In this exercise is on page 47 in the reference that I'm using. I like this textbook a lot. It's a brilliant textbook. You will know it when you see the questions. This exercise is on exercise 4.1. It says write the following in standard form. 1, 0. Let me write the letter. Question A. 1, 0. Excuse me. 1, 0. I'm kind of playful. I'll get serious as the video proceeds. 1, 0, 0, 5, 2. In standard form. First thing, when writing a number in standard form is to locate where the point is. 10052 is the same thing as 10052.0. So I moved this decimal backwards. How many times should I move it backwards? 1. Okay, let me count 1. I'll move it backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll write the number as 1.0052 times 10 raised to the power 4. Take note, when I move the index backwards, my power should be positive. But when I move it forwards, my power should be negative here. So I'll write plus 4 because I moved it backward 4 times. Let's go to question B. Question B says I should write 5702 000 in standard form. This number is the same thing as 5702 000.0. So I only have to move this decimal backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The point will come in. So I'm writing 5.702 times 10 raised to the power 6. I don't need to write these remaining zeros. My answer is 5.702 times 10 raised to the power 6. Next question says I should write 0.00438 0.00438 in standard form. I will move this decimal forward. 1, 2, 3. So my answer will be equal to 4.38 times 10 raised to the power. But now I'll be writing minus 3 because I moved the decimal forward from here. 1, 2, 3. So my answer will be 4.38 times 10 raised to the power minus 3. Let me look at question D. Question D says I should change 0.000017 to standard form. I just need to count very well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my point will come in. That will give me 1.7 times 10 raised to the power minus 5. Minus 5 because I moved the decimal forward as usual. Then question E says I I should change 4706,000 to standard form. 4706,000 to standard form. First, I have to note that 4706,000 is the same thing as 4706,000.0. So all I have to do now is move the decimal backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I just need my decimal to be in front of one digit, but the digit should not be 0. The digit should be either 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 9. It should not be 0. So my answer now here will be 4.706 times 10 raised power. How many times did I move the decimal backwards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 10 raised power 6. So because we said backward positive, then forward. If you move your decimal forward, the index on 10 should be negative. Let's go to question F. Question F says I should change 0.000092 to standard form. So I move the decimal forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My decimal will come in, and that will give me 9.2 times 10 raised power minus 5. So that ends question 1. Let me go to question 2. Question 2a. My instruction here is that the instruction here says I should write the following in ordinary form. So that means from standard form, I should change them to ordinary form. First question is 6.7 times 10 raised power 5. All I need to do here is write my 10 raised power 5 as 1, then 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 5 zeros after 1. This is 10 raised power 5. So all I need to do is write 6.7 and move the decimal forward 5 times. Because I have 5 here, I have 5 zeros here. I just move the decimal forward 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my decimal here, all these gaps will be filled with zeros. So that gives me 6, 7, 0, 0, 0, 0. Understand? That's my answer in ordinary form. Also, question 2b says I should change 4 times 10 raised power minus 5 to ordinary form. Don't forget that 4 is the same thing as 4 times. 4 is the same thing as 4.0, so I'm changing 4.0 times 10 raised power minus 5 to ordinary form. I'll write my 4.0 and count the power here, 5, but I'll move the decimal forward, backwards, 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my point is coming here, 0 over here. I'll now fill all these gaps with 0. So my answer will be 0.00004. That's the same thing as 4 times 10 raised power minus 5. Question C says I should change 5.72, I need to be fast, times 10 raised power 6 to ordinary form. Let me just write 5.72 and move the decimal forward 6 times. So I'll move it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is where my decimal will be. And I fill these spaces with 0. So I write 572. My answer will be 572 0, 0, 0, 0. That's my 5.72 times 10 raised to power 6. No point there. It should be 5.72 times 10 raised to power 6. Next question says I should change 7.8 times 10 raised to power minus 3 to ordinary form. All I need to do is write out my 7.8 or 7.03 and move the decimal backwards 3 times. 1, 2, 3. So my decimal will come in 0, 0, 0. So my answer is 0.00708. Just take note of the way I'm writing my final answer. It's very important. Let me go to the next page for the next question. Next question says I should change 1.1 times 10 raised to power 6 to ordinary form. All I need to do is write my 1.1. 10 raised to power 6, this is a positive power. So I move the decimal forward. This is a positive power 6. I move the decimal forward 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My decimal will come in. I'll fill the spaces with 0, 0, 0. So my answer is 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. The point is not here again. It has moved there. But I can write it if I like, or leave it if I like. So this is my answer. Question F says I should change 2.04 times 10 raised to the power minus 3. Make sure you leave spaces between your answers. Excuse me, it's minus 5, not minus 3. I just need to write 2.04 and move the decimal backwards 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my point will come in, and I'll fill the spaces with 0. So I have 4 zeros before 204. My final answer for F is 0.1234204. This is the same thing as 2.04 times 10 raised to the power minus 5. In question 3, let me leave enough space there. In question 3, it says calculate the following, giving your answers in standard form. Calculate the following, giving your answers in standard form. A, 6080 times 550. A, 6080 times 550. This will give me what? This will give me 608. Let me change 6080 to 608 times 10 and change 550 to 55 times 10. So if I rearrange, I will have 608 times 55 times 10 times 10. That will give me 608 times 55 times 100. What is 608 times 55? 608 times 55. So I'll get that answer. Write 100 as 10 raised to the power 2. 608 times 55. What does that give
The
you?
answer is 33,440 naira.
It's not naira. Just 33,440. So my answer is 33,440 times 10 raised to the power 2. So if I'm to write this in standard form, 33,440 is 33,440.0 times 10 raised to the power 2. I can change this to standard form 1, 2, 3, 4. So that will give me 3.344 times 10 raised to the power 4 times 10 raised to the power 2. Are you listening? So that gives me 3.344 times 10 raised to the power 4 plus 2. That gives me 3.344 times 10 raised to the power 6. That's how to write the answer to that kind of question in standard form. Next, in 3b, 140.85 times 3.5. 140.85 is the same thing as 1.4085 times 10 raised to the power 2 times 35. Sorry, times 3.5. So this one alone will change to 1.4085 times 10 raised to the power 2. So I can rearrange. If I rearrange, I'll get 1.4085 times 3.5 times 10 raised to the power 2. What does that give me? Please multiply 1.4085 times 3.5 for me.
1.4085.
Yeah, times 3.5.
3.5.
Good. What does that give you?
4.92975.
Okay, 4.92975 times 10 raised to the power 2 is the same thing as. Okay, I'm to leave this in standard form. So that will be my last step. 4.92975 times 10 raised to the power 2. Please take note of how the steps are arranged to leave the answer in standard form. This is 1,200 squared plus 500 squared. This is not a difficult question. I just need to separate the 1,200
from it.
1,200 raised to the power 2, 500 raised to the power 2. 1,200 on its own. 1,200 on its own is 12 times 100 raised to the power 2. Then 500 too is 5 times 100 raised to the power 2. That will give me 12 squared. That will give me 12 squared. The square for everything inside the bracket. So this is 12 squared times 10 raised to the power 2. Or let me simplify. Let me make it simpler. 12 times 100 is 12 times 10 raised to the power 2 all squared. Plus 5 times 10 raised to the power 2 all squared. So this gives me 12 squared. 12 squared times 10 raised to the power 2 times 2 will give me 10 raised to the power 4. Plus this will give me 5 squared times 10 raised to the power 4. So what this means is very simple. I have 10 raised to the power 4 here, open bracket, 12 squared, plus I have 10 raised to the power 4 here, open bracket, 5 squared. So that means I can write 10 raised to the power 4 outside and do 12 squared plus 5 squared by factorization, because I know there is 10 raised to the power 4 here and there is 10 raised to the power 4 here. So I can take 10 raised to the power 4 from both, and I will have 12 squared. I will have 12 squared plus what? 5 squared plus 5 squared. So what does that give me? That will give me 10 raised to the power 4, open bracket, 144 plus 25. 12 squared is 144. 5 squared is 25. So that will give me 10 raised to the power 4. 10 raised to the power 4, open bracket, 169. That gives me 10 raised to the power 4 times 169. If I rearrange, that gives me 169 times 10 raised to the power 4. And that gives me what? 169 is the same thing as 1.69 times 10 raised to the power 2. So I multiply that by 10 raised to the power 4. You know I got that. 169 is the same thing as 169.0. So I bring the decimal here twice. It will be 1.69 times 10 raised to the power 2. I'm just re-explaining. I know. So this gives me what? This gives me 1.69 times 10 raised to the power 2 plus 4. That gives me 1.69 times 10 raised to the power 6. That's how to write the answer to that question in standard form. Question 3D says 0.005, excuse me, 0.0005 divided by 40. 0.0005 is the same thing as 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5.0 times 10 raised to the power minus 4 divided by 40. So that is the same as 5 times 10 raised to the power minus 4 divided by 4 times 10. 40 is 4 times 10. So that's 5 times 10 raised to the power minus 4 divided by 4 times 10 raised to the power 1. Are you following me? So that gives me 5 times 10 raised to the power minus 4 over 4 times 10 raised to the power 1. This division sign means the same. This division sign means the same thing as this slash I have written here, underlining. So what does that give me? That gives me 5. That gives me 5 over 4 times 10 raised to the power minus 4 over 10 raised to the power 1. 5 over 4 on its own is 1.25. You could do that in your calculator. Then I have 10 raised to the power minus 4 over 10 raised to the power 1. This is 1.25 times 10 raised to the power minus 4 divided by 10 raised to the power 1. So that gives me 1.25 times 10 raised to the power minus 4 minus 1. Because division means that I should subtract my indices. If I have 10 raised to the power A divided by 10 raised to the power B, if I have 10 raised to the power A divided by 10 raised to the power B, I should be doing 10 raised to the power A minus B. So that's why I'm writing 10 raised to the power minus 4 minus 1. And 1.25 times 10 raised to the power minus 5. That's my answer in standard form. That ends question 3. Let's go straight to question 4. In question 4, the instruction says, evaluate the following and express your answers in standard form. Question A. Number 4.
The following.
Please be quiet. 5.6 times 10 raised to the power 6 plus 4.5 times 10 raised to the power 5 minus 5 times 10 raised to the power 4. I think I have to do this by writing them in ordinary form. 5.6 times 10 raised to the power 6 is 5.6. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Point will come in. So I have 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0.0. So that gives me 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.0, which I can also write as well. 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, without writing the last 0.
Yeah.
So I'll keep this for the first answer, for the first bracket here. So let's do the second one too. I need to change the second one also into ordinary form. 4.5 times 10 raised to the power 5. That will give me 4.5. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My point will come in. My decimal will come in 0.0. So I'll fill these boxes with 0. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that gives me 4, 5, and then 4 zeros. 4 zeros here. So that will give me 4, 5, 0, 0, 0, 0 in ordinary form. That shows what this second bracket, you understand, is all about. Then 5 times 10 raised to the power 4. I need to do that separately too. 5, third bracket, times 10 raised to the power 4 is the same thing as 5. 5 is 5.0. So 5 times 10 raised to the power 4 is the same thing as 5.0 times 10 raised to the power 4. So all I need to do to write it in ordinary form is to move the decimal in this 5.0 forward 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that my decimal comes here. And I need to fill these boxes with 0. So this decimal will not be here again. I will now have 5, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0.0 if I like. Or I can discard that last 0.0 and write 5, 0 and just write 0.00 after it. So that means I now have these three numbers. I have these three numbers to add and subtract. 1, 2, and what? 3. So first one is what? The first one is, if you scroll back, the first one is 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And to add it to the second bracket, which is what? 4, 5, then 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. Just like 4, 5, 0, 0, 0, 0. So I'm to add those two. I think I should add those two first before subtracting the third bracket from it. This will give me 0, 0, 0, 0, 5, 0, 6. Then I'm to subtract this last number from it, which is 50,000. I'm to subtract 50,000 from that answer. 1, 2, 3, 0, 5, 50,000. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 6. That gives me 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, which is 6 million. That gives me 6 million. Let's do second bracket in 4b. Second question in 4b. First bracket, 3 times 10 raised to the power 8. I could write this in standard form too if I like. This last answer can be written in standard form. This is 1, 2, 3. This is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros. So I could as well write that answer as 6.0 times 10 raised to the power 6 in standard form if I like. Then, and in fact, that's the instruction. The instruction says I should write in standard form. So this is the way I should leave my answer. Let's go to question 4b. Question 4b says, I have 3 brackets there too. 3 times 10 raised to the power 8 is the first bracket. Minus second bracket is 5.1 times 10 raised to the power 6. Pay attention. Then the third bracket is 8.3 times what? 10 raised to the power 7. I might need to write each one in ordinary form. This first bracket is going to give me 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just 3 and 8 zeros. Then minus second bracket. By the time I move this forward, I'll be moving it forward once and then be adding 5 zeros. So this will give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 1, 5. Because I'll move this forward once and then I have to add 5 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that should give me 5, 1, 0, 5, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So 5 zeros after moving the decimal forward once, because I have 10 raised to the power 6 here, as usual. Then 8.3 times 10 raised to the power 7 should also give me, it should give me 7 zeros after these 3. Because if I move it forward once, then I will have to add 6 zeros, not 7. So it should give me 6 zeros after these 3. So that should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, then 8. So, but this is to be added. So I think I can make life easy for myself by adding the 2 that should be added first. 3, 0, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let me add those 2 that should be added first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 8. Let's add these 2 first. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. You're not talking. 0, 3, 8, 3. So 3, 8, 3. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros. Then I'll subtract. So my answer is what? 3, 8, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros. Then I'll now subtract this from it. And to subtract this number from that answer. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros after 51. So that has 5 zeros, 3, 4, 5 after 51. This is my last step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will give me 2, 10, 9, 12, 7, 7, 7, 3. That's my answer. If I'm writing in standard form, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That will be 3.779 times 10 raised to power 3.779 times 10 raised to power 8. That's my answer. Hello, mommy. Hello, mommy. Mumbo. Yes, ma'am. That will give me 3.779 times 10 raised to power 8. Let's go to questions. Sorry for that interruption, please. That was an urgent call and I had to answer. Then question 4C says I should do 6.3 for us. Speak up now. 6.3 times 10 raised to power 6.
What?
6.3 times 10 raised to power 6 times second bracket is 4.3 times 10 raised to power 7. I think we should be a bit slower now. Let me write it here again. 6.3 times 10 raised to power 6 times second bracket is what? 4.3. Stop shaking the table. Times 10 raised to power 1. 6.3 times 10 raised to power 6 4.3 times 10 raised to power minus 7. So excuse me, that was minus 7, not 7. So this is pretty simple. All I need to do is throw the brackets away. 6.3 times 10 raised to power 6 times 4.3 times 10 raised to power minus 7. Let's put the numbers together. 6.3 times 4.3 times 10 raised to power 6 times 10 raised to power minus 7. So this will be, what is 6.3 times 4.3? Then 10 raised to power 6. 10 raised to power 6 times 10 raised to power minus 7 times 10 raised to power
6.3 times what?
4.3. 6.3 times 4.3.
27.09.
27.09. So that's 27. That's 27.09 times 10 raised to power 6 times 10 raised to power minus 7. That will give me 27.09 times 10 raised to power 6 plus minus 7. Because I'm multiplying these two, so I should be adding their indices. So my answer will be 27.09 times 10 raised to power 6 plus times minus here will give me minus, because bracket here means multiplication. So plus times minus will give me what? Minus. That's 6 minus 7. That gives me 27.09 times 10 raised to power minus 1. And minus 1 means I should bring this backwards. Okay, let's do this. 27.09 on its own. 27.09 in standard form is 2.709 times 10 raised to power 1 times the 10 raised to power minus 1 that was there before. You know what I mean? 27.09 on its own. If I'm to change it to standard form, will be decimal will come back and I have 2.709 times 10 raised to power 1. So if I put this together with the 10 raised to power minus 1 that was in my answer before, I will get 2.709 times 10 raised to power 1 times 10 raised to power minus 1. This was there before I changed this to standard form. So this will now give me 2.709 times 10 raised to power 1 plus minus 1, which will give me 2.709 times 10 raised to power plus times minus, that's 1 minus 1. 1 minus 1. That's 2.709 times 10 raised to power 0. That's my final answer. That's my final answer in standard form. I think we should do question D also right away. Let's do question D together. Pay attention. First bracket is 4.5. 4.5 times what? Read now. 4.5 times
Okay, I don't.
10 raised to power 5
Stop.
times what? Times what?
4.2 times 10 raised to power minus 3.
10 raised to power minus 3. Then times 8 times 10 raised to power minus 4. This is a simple question. Let's just put everything together in the simple primary school shape. Primary school maths is always the savior step. Primary school steps is always the saving steps. This is 4.5 times 10 raised to power 5 times 4.2 times 10 raised to power minus 3. Division means over, so I can use over for this. Then I'll write 8 times 10 raised to power minus 4. Press your calculator, please. Let me put this together. You press your calculator. 4.5 times 4.2 times 10 raised to power 5 times 10 raised to power minus 3 over 8
4.5 times
10
what?
raised to power minus 4. 4.5 times 4.2.
18.9.
4.5 times 4.2.
4.5 times 4.2. 4.5 times 4.2. 18.9.
Okay, that's 18.9 times 10 raised to power 5 times 10 raised to power minus 3 over 8 times 10 raised to power. Let me check to be sure I'm not making a mistake. 8 times 10 raised to power what? Minus 4. So 18.9 over 8 will go together. Then this will be 10 raised to power 5 plus minus 3. This also will go together over 10 raised to power minus 4. Let's just keep the powers of 10 separately. 18.9 over 8. Press your calculator. 18.9 over 8. This will give me 10 raised to power 5
2.3625.
Hold on. You have to say that again. I didn't catch that.
2.3625.
3625. So that's 2.3625 times 10 raised to power times 10 raised to power 2 times 10 raised to power 2. Let me write that one. Divided by 10 raised to power minus 4. That will give me 2.3625 times 10 raised to power 2 over 10 raised to power minus 4. I'm just trying to write that step again. This will give me 2.3625 times 10 raised to power 2 divided by 10 raised to power minus 4. This is supposed to be very clear, so it won't be confusing. That's 2.3625 times 10 raised to power 2 minus 4. I'm dividing here, so I should subtract my indices. But this is already negative, so I'm doing minus 4. So that will give me minus 4. That's how I get 2 minus 4. So my next step will be 2.3625 times 10 raised to power 2 plus 4. That gives me what? 2.3625 times 10 raised to power 6. And that's my final answer. That's my final answer in standard form. Let's go to question 4e. Question 4e now says I should find the square root of 4.14. I should find the square root of 4.14. Let me try and write that one. 4.14 times 10 raised to power 4 minus 0.00014 times 10 raised to power 7. This is going to be a pretty simple question. I just need to be careful with the power. 4.14 times 10 raised to power 4 minus 4. This is the same thing as 4. This is the same thing as 4.14 times 10 raised to power 4. Or let me change everything to ordinary form. 4.14 times 10 raised to power 4 will give me 4.14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 0. That's 4.1400 minus, this is 0.0004 times 10 raised to power what? 7. Pay attention. Forward. 0.00014 times 10 raised to power 7. That's what? 0.00014. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to have 14 and then 2 zeros. That's 1400. Please subtract this. What do you get? Subtract these two numbers. What do you get? 41400. 41400. 41400 minus 1400. Just hold on. I just have, just number 5 left in the exercise. What does that give you? That's 40,000. So 40, that gives me 40,000. And the square root of 40,000 is the square root of 4. 40,000 is the same thing as 4 times 10,000. So that's square root of 4 times square root of what? 10,000. So that's 2 times 100. I hope that's clear. So that will be what? 2 times 10 raised to power 2. Or more correctly, 2.0 times 10 raised to power 2. So that leaves us with the last question in the exercise. Exercise 4.1, number 5. It says there, question A. Evaluate the following, giving your answers in standard form correct to 2dp and 2sf. First question, 8.01 times 10 raised to power 8 times 6.51. 6.51 times what? 10 raised to power 5. So what does it give me? What should I do here? What am I supposed to do here? Throw the brackets away. So I'm supposed to have 8.01 times 10 raised to power 8 times 6.51 times 10 raised to power 5. So here, 8.01, I'll put the numbers together and the powers of 10 together. 8.01 times 6.51 times 10 raised to power 8 times 10 raised to power 5. 8.01 times 6.51, 52.1, 52.1451. Then times 10 raised to power 8 times 10 raised to power 5. What's 8 plus 5? That's what? 52 point. Pay attention and read the answer. 1451 times 10 raised to power 8 plus 5. That's 52.1451 times 10 raised to power 13. What does it give you? 52.1. I need to change this to standard form on its own too. It's not a standard form here, so I need to change this to standard form. It will become, I will move the decimal backwards once. That will become 5.21451 times 10 raised to power 1 times 10 raised to power 13. That will now give me 5.21451 times 10 raised to power 1 plus 13. That's 5.2145 times 10 raised to power 14. So it says I should leave my answer in standard form correct to 2dp. So first question, this answer correct to 2 decimal places will be 5.21 times 10 raised to power 14 to 2dp. Then second answer, that will give me what? It says two significant figures. That will be 5.2. I only need to take 2 significant figures. 5.2 times 10 raised to power 14 to what? 2sf. That ends question A. Let's now go to question 5b. It says question 5b is 9.06 times 10 raised to power minus 9 divided by, let me write on the next step, 5 times 10 raised to power minus 6. What will this give you? 9.06 times 10 raised to power minus 9 divided by 5 times 10 raised to power minus 6. What am I supposed to do here? Number over number, then power of 10 over power of 10. That will give me 9.06 divided by 5 times 10 raised to power minus 9 divided by what? 10 raised to power minus 6. It's just like I'm splitting the one question that was this times this over this times this, separately. So 9.06 times 10 raised to power 5. 9.06 divided by 5. 9.06 divided by 5. I'm going to get the answer for that. Then I will do this separately. 10 raised power
Divided by
minus
what?
9. 5. 10 raised power minus 9 divided by 10 raised power minus 6. What's 9.06 divided by 5? 1.812. So my next step is going to be 1.812 times open bracket 10 raised power. Let me clean this a bit. It's bulging outwards too much. This will give me 10 raised power minus 9 minus 6. So that's going to give me 1.812 times 10 raised power minus 9 plus 6, minus 9 minus 6 is minus 9 plus 6, and that is going to give me 1.812. That's going to give me 1.812 times 10 raised power minus 3. So now I need to convert my answers to the specified approximations to 2 decimal places first. 2 decimal places. My answer will be 1.81 times 10 raised power minus 3. Let me write that one. Then second answer is to 2. This answer is to 2dp. Second answer is to 2sf. That will give me 1.8 times 10 raised power minus 3 to 2sf. So that ends question 5b. Now, this is the last question in the exercise, 5c. It says I should do 8.06 times 10 raised power minus 8 divided by 4 times 10 raised power 5. This is a pretty simple question. I'm just going to do 8.06 times 10 raised power minus 8 divided by 4 times 10 raised power 5. So I could do this separately, 8.06 over 4, and do this separately to 10 raised power minus 8 divided by 10 raised power 5. 8.06 over 4. 8.06 over 4. 8.06 over 4 minus 5 minus 8, excuse me. Let me take one step at a time. 10 raised power minus 8 divided by
8.06
5 divided by 4. 2.015 times this. So my answer will be 2.015 times 10 raised to power minus 8 minus 5. So that's going to give me 2.015 times 10 raised to power what? Minus 13. And that will be what? Okay, that's my answer, tentatively. Then it says I should approximate to 2 decimal places in Roman numeral 1. So my answer will be 2.02 times 10 raised to power minus 13. 2 decimal places in the sense that I'm to approximate up to this 1. So I'll check this 5. It's up to 5. I'll add 1 to 1 and throw this 5 away. Then second step says I should approximate or leave my answer in 2 significant figures. That will give me 2.0 times 10 raised to power minus 13. That ends exercise 4.1. We'll now take a look at some laws of indices and go to the next exercise in the next video. Thank you.